everybody, and welcome to a new episode of You Are a Star on G+. And we have the great pleasure of having Finland #1 G+ here, my great and fabulous friend Jana Nystrom. So please, Jana, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. Ciao, Pio. I'm just your regular gal, and I started to use Google Plus at the end of June, and I fell in love with the platform immediately. I have never been a big one for social platforms before. I did some dabbling in Facebook and Twitter and so forth, but when Google Plus came, it became my window to the world. I'm sitting in central Finland, a city of 75,000 people, a small town, but I have the access to everywhere in the world from my Google Plus. And this is such a great thing because I have been learning so many things. I have the ear of astronauts, of chemists, of physicists, of people so clever that I could never ever get to talk to them in real life, but in Google Plus I get to talk to them. Besides talking about languages, it's if you like languages, this is the best place to practice.
Yes, that's a good point. And it's like a window to the world where you can sit on your desk and talk to everybody and get advices for everybody, give your piece of advice, right? So
yes.
You've been here since the very beginning. What is your the advice you would give to somebody who would first join Google Plus to make his stream come true? Like I mentioned this, I named this page "Make My Stream Come True." So how would you suggest someone approaches newly Google Plus to make his or her stream come true?
Well, I do give a lot of advice to newcomers, and the most important advice is to forget comparing Google Plus with Facebook. This is not Facebook. Forget about your family, forget about your friends who are not here. Go and circle total strangers. Go for your passions, because Google Plus is all about your passions. If you love woodwork, if you love golf, if you love scuba diving, if you love dogs, cats, whatever, you can find all those people around the world with the same passions as you with the search. Do the search, use hashtags maybe, find the people who talk about these things that you are interested in, circle people, check their streams, check the posts and the comments on the posts, because the comments of every person is a treasure trove. There you find the like-minded people, the people who are interested in the same things. So when you go and check somebody's post, check on the comments, and then circle, circle, circle. And that's the best way to find somebody who likes the same things as you do. And don't be shy. Don't think that you can just, be within your circles or within your language or within your own country. Be bold and go where no one else has gone before. That's my advice.
That's a great advice. It's a matter of exploring, isn't it? And also, as you mentioned, for example, we have an astronaut here, Ron Garan, for example, the first that comes to my mind. Who would ever talk to an astronaut otherwise?
So exactly. I have been chatting him when he was on orbit.
That's wonderful. You gave really great advices, Jana. Now, I know you are a Formula One fan, and
Yes.
you mentioned to me in a chat we had before that you raced when you were young. Would you tell us about that?
Oh yes, because when you're a Finn, when you're from Finland, you sort of grow up with the cars. Well, I used to. And I learned how to drive when I was 6. I got my first car when I was 12.
Wow.
And I started practicing for rally racing when I was 15.
My goodness.
And I've done a bit of rally, but I've also done drag racing. And I was the fastest woman in Finland year 1984.
That's great.
I've been riding motorbikes since I don't remember when. I have been riding from Rhodos, Greece, to Torremolinos in Spain, to southern Spain, with my mother behind me, who was 65 at the time.
that explains. Yeah, go ahead.
So
go ahead.
the Finns, many of us, not all of course, but we are sort of petrol heads. But I also do ride horses, and I scuba dive, and I play golf, and I sing, and I do gardening, and lots of stuff. So, I don't know, I'm a very difficult person to circle if you want to do the circles like based on topics. But I don't think that's such a good idea, because even the persons who are really topic-wise known, they still want to post about other things. So I think we should forget the circles, as in here we have the people who like Formula One, here we have the people who like knitting, because we don't just post about those things. I'm a good example. I'm a very difficult person to circle if you think that way. You should just circle people and then maybe skip one or two cat gifs and enjoy the rest of the posts.
You know, how I circled you?
Why? I don't know how.
Being that you are you have so many things, I put you under the wonderful people circle.
Oh, thank you. You are in my good folks, sir.
Oh, that's good.
It's about the same thing. We Finns are more modest. We don't go much for this wonderful stuff, but we have the good folks.
Good folks, yeah. Oh, this is great. I had the pleasure to be in Finland, as I mentioned you, in '87 for a work I was doing as a photojournalist. I loved. I was in Helsinki, and I liked it there very much, especially the market on the by the river there. It was very interesting. I loved it.
By the sea, by the sea.
Yeah. Very nice country. You are in the cold, and you are as warm as it is cold outside. You have a warm heart. That's what I realized about the Finnish people. And of course, now I realize why you are so good in racing. I was always wondering why the Finnish were so good in rally and Formula One, because you know, we share the same heritage with Italian and Finland, with the rally and the Formula One.
Yeah, we start early.
Yeah, you start very early, at 12 years old. I didn't know what a car was. So I guess that's what makes you great.
Yes, and also, you know, what is together, what we have together with the Italians, we have the trotting races.
Mm-hmm.
Horse racing with the, you know...
Yeah, with the little chariot behind.
With the little chariot. I drove the license for that when I was 16, and I have won a few competitions, and I have been training horses for that.
I think it's called quarter horses. I'm not
sure in English.
But yeah, whatever. We know what we're talking about.
Anyway, not galloping.
So now tell me, in your great content on G+, I was so lucky to find you because you come up every day with some great posts that I enjoy, and I suggest everybody who hasn't done it yet to circle you. But tell me, is there a dream that you have for your near future, Jana?
Well, I have a dream. I decided already when I had been 1 month in Google Plus, I decided that I will make a profession of Google Plus because this is something I really love. This is something I see a possibility for me because being in Finland and not even being in Helsinki, which is the center for all the action, so I'm at my laptop and I was thinking, what can I do? And I thought, Google Plus, oh my goodness, this is something so great, I have to tell other people. So I have been pulling in so many Finns and so many other people too from other countries that now I'm writing a book actually about Google Plus. Something happened just now with the new user interface that a lot of things I have to redo from the start, but never mind. I try to get my finished book out the 28th of June, which is the 1-year anniversary for Google+.
Oh yeah, that's right.
After that I will concentrate on the English one because I don't just want it translated because there are some things different, totally different when you use Google Plus in other languages versus in US English. So you cannot just translate, you really have to write them also with the cultural background in mind. But anyway, in the future, in the near future perhaps, I hope to start my own company and start coaching people about Google Plus. Companies, whatever, schools, who want to. And I have a background of being a travel agent or being in travel business since 1987, so in 1 year I have pivoted quite a lot.
Yeah, that's great what you told us. And let us know, please, when the book comes out, and we will talk about it, and we'll make public as much as we can. Because I'm sure it will be a great book to read.
I hope it will be fun, too.
Yes. And what you said is very true, that it has to be translated differently from the language because there are many things that has to be explained. They are not self-explanatory like it is in English as you approach. And that is a great project that you have, and I wish you the best of luck. But knowing your stamina, I'm sure it will be a success. And give us some more insight about you. Like, what are your favorite authors? Who inspires you in the way that you do things in your life and on the web and anywhere? Well, who inspires you the most?
I think at the last point now, it has been Guy Kawasaki, because I was lucky enough to be able to follow the writing of his book, What the Plus, very close, because already last year, I think it was in October or November, he asked me to participate in the content, and I gave him some advice, and I was revising the book all the time, and my Dropbox was banging all the time when he was updating the book, and I really took a big part in that. But I saw how a master writes a book. I mean, the technical part and everything, and that was something really, really great for me. That was something I'll ever be thankful for to Guy Kawasaki. But otherwise than that, I don't know, it's everybody on Google+. All the people who post public, all the people who come and comment, all the people who, when I go to comment on somebody else's post, that they come and comment too, or +1 my comment, or something. Everybody on Google+ who engages. those are the ones that are in my heart at the moment, because it would be so stupid just to post or to go and comment without anybody, you know, acknowledging that you are doing it. So I give around 160 plus ones every day. And I dare you to do the same or even close, because that is something, even if you don't have time for commenting so much or taking part in discussion threads, it's a good thing at least to acknowledge, especially if it's your post that the people have been commenting on, that you plus one each and every one.
Each and every one.
Of course, for instance, now I have a post in What's Hot. Last time I looked, there were like 300 comments. So I try to read them all, and I try to wean out the spammers and the, you know, people who really don't get the thing. Freedom of speech, yes, but my standards are still that no bad language, no fighting in my threads, and so on. So I use my right to delete. But
That's
also
right.
giving plus ones to everyone with good comments. That is something everyone should do. It takes a bit time, but this is all the engagement.
Yeah, it's a matter. I realize the same thing when you do what pleases you to see it done on your thread. Let's say if you post something publicly, you would like for people to mention you or to plus you and also to share you. So if you like it for yourself, why not doing it for everybody else?
Exactly.
And that's why I created this page. It's called Sharing is Caring. I don't know.
Yes.
So everything I try to do when in that page, I share everybody's content.
How was it the last plus one? I think it was like this.
And but like you said, I like for the page to be kept clean from any content. I wanted my daughter, who is now 10 years old, to be able to go there and look at the page without being, without any content, so bad language, bad pictures. I don't want that. And if somebody does that, I just block them. I'm sorry, but
they can do it in their own circles.
Own circle, yes.
Their own posts, but
That's
I don't want any bad stuff in my posts.
That's
and that
right.
is my right, also.
Sure, it has to be clean because this is like a huge, big city where you can find all kinds of people that they perceive the web in their own way, but they can do that with their friends and they can stay away from. Somebody wants to clean content.
Exactly, yes.
That's good. So, Bessie, the next question for you would be, I will ask you, if you had, I always ask everybody at the last question of the interview, we went well over 5 minutes, but with you I could go on for like 2 hours. I enjoy you so much.
Sorry.
But I understand that people don't like to watch video that are too long, so I like to keep it short. Last question is, today is Earth Day, and it's good. And if you had a magic wand, what would you change in the world today? In one just bam, like this, magically. You want to change
just like this?
One thing you want to change in the whole world.
I would give everybody clean drinking water.
That's great. That is great. There's something to think about.
Yeah.
That is not a laughing matter, actually. It's very, very important. Yeah.
It's very important, and I would give everybody in the world clean drinking water because polluted water, diseased water kills so many children and babies and old people in the world. So I think if everybody had clean drinking water, it would help the world situation quite a lot.
That is a great wish you make, and if I could, I make this wish come true for you. So let's hope for that. And I thank you, Jana, for being with us today. I'm hugging you virtually like this with my computer. And
Yes, me too.
it was great to see you, and I'll be looking for your great post again and in your stream all the time. Thank you for being with me today.
Grazie, Pio.
Ciao, arrivederci. Ciao,
Ciao,
baci,
ci
baci.
vediamo.
Ci vediamo.
Ciao, thank you.